Now we come to the 17th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And at the beginning of the 17th chapter, Arjun asks Lord Krishna as to what is the proper method of worshipping. पूजा करने का सही तरीका क्या है? भगवान को याद करने का सही तरीका क्या है? How we should worship? Lord Krishna says, one worships and one should worship according to one's basic inclination, basic nature, जिसमें मन लगे. Worship the way you like. Worship with that method in which you feel most blended, in which you feel one with the process. Worship with that method. And then he gives a very solid advice, a very important advice. I say that if you want to take limited lessons from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, if you want to take just selected 1-2 words, 1-2 lessons, advice from this book, take this one, the 5th and 6th shloka of the 17th chapter. अशास्त्र विहितम घोरम तप्य अन्ते ये तपोजनाः दंभा अहंकार संयुक्ताः कामरा गबला अवन्ति कृश यन्यः शरीरस्थम भूतग्रामं चेतसः मां चैवान्तः शरीरस्थम तान्विदव्यासुर निश्चयाम्. Those who are engaged in severe austerities, not recommended by the scriptures, but is spurred on by pride, ego, lust and attachment, torturing the body as well as the super soul living inside, are considered demons. Those who inflict pain on their body, those who torture their body and the soul living inside the body are demons. राक्षस हैं वो लोग, दैत्य हैं, पिशाच हैं. That we need not torture our body in the process of worshipping. I find it so, I totally identify with it. Women, they have been, the women are so scared. They live in fear psychosis. They go for fasts without water, and sometimes they even lie, and there is so much social pressure, and all this for some cartoonization of religion, some Vrat Katha, something. It is simple. There is no scripture recommending that kind of austerity, that kind of punishment to the body. It is unhealthy. Torturing the body in the name of worshipping is unhealthy, and Lord Krishna, right from the God himself, we have that these people are called demons because their austerity, their extreme measures are coming from pride, ego, lust and attachment. There is no purity in it. So extreme forms of worship, extreme forms of fasting are not recommended. Then there are 3 types of food: sattvic, good mode, food in the mode of goodness, juicy, fatty, wholesome, pleasurable, fresh, and this kind of food brings strength, health, goodness. Then there is food which is extremely bitter, sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry and burning. And this food brings grief, distress and disease. Lord Krishna is very particular about the kind of food that we eat. And then the third kind is bland food, tasteless, rotten, stale, basi khana nahi khana hai, tasteless, putrid. This is all food of darkness, depression, bad mood, bad health. It is not to be eaten at all. So we should take fresh, juicy, wholesome food. Bhojan hi aushadhi hai. Food is important. Whatever we do has to be balanced. Speech, conduct has to be truthful, purposeful and straightforward. Seedhi baat, straightforward. Srimad Bhagavad Gita keeps you grounded. Dharatal par rakhti hai. There are people, who immediately they will start copying others and will keep flying, pretending to be this and that, and that is not. If you read Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you cannot be that kind of a person. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you aware of the realities. That kind of a book. So your speech has to be straightforward. Then austerities of mind, training of mind, satisfaction, peace of mind, silence, self-restraint, purity of thoughts are included in the essential training of mind. Then worship, again three kinds of worship, 3 types of puja. Sattvic, goodness, worship in the mode of goodness, that when we worship for the sake of worship, when we worship remembering God without expectations, when there is surrender, worship for the love of God, that is sattvic. Then there is rajasic, return, worship for return, wahi ATM, ye de dijiye, wo de dijiye. Shopping list, when we go to God with a shopping list. Materialistic people do not find any joy. Their happiness is wavering forever. So this is rajasic, materialistic kind of worshipping. And then there is the third that he has already described, extreme kind of worship, indiscreet, ignorant, which is not recommended in the scriptures, the unnecessary, useless, ignorant, extreme kind of worshipping. That is not at all recommended. Then there is charity, dan, in with three ways. One is pure-hearted, for the good of the other person. Then second charity is grudgingly, when we give something grudgingly, dena nahi chahte hain, de rahe hain, with expecting returns, with the with the greed in our mind and expectations. So that is not recommended. And then charity with impure thoughts, ignorant charity, the third type, not at all recommended. When we give something, we should give without expecting anything back. We should give for the good of the other person. We should give for the joy of giving. That's all. And then Lord Krishna gives us the mantra Om Tat Sat. And we should recite this mantra only when we understand it fully, only when we identify with it completely, because any tapasya, any tyag, any charity, sacrifice, penance done without faith is asat. Any kind of puja, charity, sacrifice, penance, if it is not done with surrender, if it is not done with faith, if it is not done with 100% belief, is asat. So we should recite this mantra only when we have understood it completely, when we identify with it completely. Again, we have this chapter which is सूत्र रूप में, इतने कम शब्दों में इतना सारा, 3 kinds of this, 3 kinds of this, 3 kinds of this, one after another, giving tips, giving sutra, giving the secret of living. It's a beautiful chapter. मतलब शुरू करते ही खत्म हो जाता है. Just as we start reading it, it comes to an end. That kind of a chapter. Beautiful words, beautiful expression, and beautiful is the surrender of Arjun. Beautiful is this relationship between Arjun and Lord Krishna. So, thank you. Thank you so much.